All right, sir. So what kind of outlook can we expect from the FMCG business? What kind of revenue does the male grooming segment contribute right now? And what kind of projection can we expect in the next 2 to 5 years?
Yeah. For us, the FMCG franchise is about 1,000 crores in terms of what consumers spend on our brands, and that is accelerating by the day. And we have three matrices that we want to track ourselves against as far as the future is concerned. What is the industry growth rate and how are we doing against it? Okay, what is the category growth rate and how are we doing against it? And what is the competitive growth rate and how are we doing against it? And we as an organization want to beat all of three, right? And then whatever this translates in terms of revenues, it translates.
Can you share some numbers with us in terms of what the male grooming segment contributes right now and some projections?
Male grooming segment really is a significant part of, in fact, it's a predominant part of our portfolio. It probably would be in the range of about 65% of our entire business. And this is set to explode with the launch of One Park Avenue.
So what kind of impact would you say did the GST implementation have on the FMCG business for Raymond? And when do you expect things to normalize?
I think there was a short-term blip of GST which happened essentially due to destocking in the months of July and a little bit of August. But as far as the current situation is concerned, most of our businesses are back. There is a little bit of shortfall which is still coming through the wholesale component of our business, and a little bit in terms of the canteen stores which are buying a little less than what they've been buying.
So analyst commentary suggests that the FMCG arm has been under a little bit of pressure for the first 2 quarters. So what would you say are the primary factors which are affecting this at the moment, and what can you project for us for the second half of the financial year, sir?
I don't know why the analysts are saying what they are saying because our internal numbers clearly suggest that the first 2 quarters for us this year are significantly ahead of the first 2 quarters last year.
So moving on to the rural markets, so what kind of demand are you looking at in the rural markets, and what is the overall projection for the FMCG business going forward for the rural market?
See, right now, the kind of product categories that we have and the brand that we possess are largely for those who want to curate their identity. So our primary focus is actually the larger urban markets, though the small towns are within our ambit. Core rural heartland markets, we will evolve over the next couple of years.
So what would you say is the revenue mix right now, and how much does FMCG contribute? Also, what projection can you give us for top line growth for the company?
See, as our chairman said, that the FMCG business ballpark contributes a revenue of around 500 crores into the overall group turnover at this point in time. This is a combination of both the businesses, and our future growth will be significantly ahead of what we've seen in the past, significantly ahead.
So what are the spends expected to remain soft for the company, and how much are we putting aside for promotions and marketing for especially this product and the FMCG arm as well?
Our spends this year are going to be not only ahead of last year, but they're also going to be ahead of what we've spent for many, many years in the past, and they're essentially driven behind the One Park Avenue initiative. And because the mandate for us is growth, investment is really not a constraint.
So what kind of strategies are we looking at to shore up revenues for the FMCG arm going forward?
I think fundamentally we are looking at which are the places where we need to participate, which categories we need to participate, how do we compete, both in terms of brand, products, go-to-market, supply chain, and what is the organizational design that we create which will help us win.
Thank you so much for speaking to ET Now, sir. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Look forward to seeing you again.